Hey, not once, not twice, but three times. Another week, another season, and Arsenal have won at Tottenham Hotspurs Stadium. Now, credit to the boys for getting the job done. We all know the backdrop of this game with the amount of injuries, with the fact that including the game we've obviously won, as you can see above my head. We've got 7 games in 21 days with a depleted squad. And adding to that list has now been Zinchenko, and you would have noticed Calafiori is not on the bench, people. So we enjoy it today. We now focus on Atalanta, and make no mistake, Manchester City is going to be a big test. They're not going to, whatever Spurs were doing today, they're not going to be that. Now, again, I'm happy for obvious reasons, mainly the 3 points. We dropped 2 against Brighton. We've got 3 points on the board. We've won another game against a traditional top 6. We've run a game in a derby. I don't like to say rivals. We're not rivals. Arsenal haven't been at it for about 20 years. What have Spurs done or won? Nothing, really and truly. Power shift FC, I guess. So yeah, I'm happy that it's a derby. We know empty barrels in life make the most noise, and Spurs fans wouldn't keep quiet about certain things. All they do is waffle. So it's nice to keep my Spurs supporting friends and family quiet. Nice to get 3 points. You know, nice to win against the backdrop of the injuries, the transfer market. All, I wouldn't say it's negative, but it's not necessarily positive where Arsenal are concerned. So anytime you win, it can be contagious and infectious. So we need to start as we mean to go on. Now, going into the game, professional performance, you don't need to play. I don't think we was terrible. I don't think we was amazing. You don't always need to play in an amazing standard or be amazing to get 3 points or do anything of that ilk, you know. And I think we were street smart. We know we've got injuries, and that probably affected the way, you know, we built out from the back, the fluidity in general with how we're playing, our chance creation, yada, yada, yada. But considering the 11, I said I want 3 points. I said regardless of what we've got to put out there, it's more than enough to get the job done. And ultimately, we got the job done. Spurs are incredibly naive. They're crap at set pieces. We're one of the best teams at set pieces, and that made the difference. Credit to Gabriel. Obviously, Saka wasn't amazing today, but he got an assist. Big up Gabriel, because it's nice he got the goal for obvious reasons, but he had a great game. Saliba's potential man of the match. Timber was amazing. The only time they really could ask any questions of Timber is when they tried to get in them handbags. David Raya early doors made some saves. I will say, I think the first 10 or so minutes, I think I'll give it to Spurs. We were in our own half, but it became quite clear very quickly into that game. Spurs don't move the ball quick enough. We're one of the best structured defensive sides in the league. And in general, if you want to disrupt a team shape, albeit a depleted shape, albeit if there's one consistent remaining strong point of Arsenal, it would be our defensive shape. They're not moving the ball quick enough. They're not asking any questions. Of course, there was some not even heart in mouth moments, but naturally there was some heart in mouth moments. But defensively, we weren't asked any questions. I did feel as the first half went on, we had some half chances. You know, Martinelli's poor form continues and he has to bag. Kai Havertz had a half chance. Timber actually had a half chance. And you wanted to see a bit more in that regards. There was a couple of loose passes, I believe, in the first half from Jorginho, Partey, and actually Trossard. But genuinely and generally, I think everybody did their job. I think everybody did what needed to be done. You never really got the vibe of Spurs really going to get back in the game, and I'm happy about that as an Arsenal fan. But I don't really feel Spurs put us under any pressure or really up the ante or the intensity. We just needed to remain professional. One thing I liked was our pressing. It clearly weren't of the same standard if we've got certain teams going, but certain teammates available. But I personally feel as the game went on, our press got better, and that was one thing I would say I would like to see us do a bit more of, because anytime we pressed Romero and Ndogi, they were in issues. Naturally, I think the referee, a bit similar to the Chelsea-Bournemouth game last night, I think the ref wanted to make it all about himself, if I'm honest, and I think there was a couple of soft yellows dished out for both teams. I know Spurs fans will say, oh my God, Pedro Porro was clamped by Timber. Come on, that's not a red card, let alone a yellow. You're quite fortunate in that regards. Professional performance, 3 points, clean sheet. Saka gets an assist. Gabriel makes the difference. And generally, everybody weren't amazing, but you know, we did what we needed to do. Want to see a bit more from Benjamin White on the ball. But again, I think it was a game where the majority of the players were 5 out of 10, and I don't mean that in a negative way. We just needed to not give any cheap mistakes or cheap goals, remain professional, be resolute defensively, probably create more chances on another day, but crucially, when we get a chance, take it. So I'm happy for that. Now we focus on the Atalanta game and Manchester City, and quite simply, we take it from there. So me personally, I'm a happy man. Come on, Arsenal. We did what we needed to do. So, yeah, you lot let me know your thoughts. That's all I've got to say in relation to the game. 1-0 to the Arsenal is a famous chant, and it happened today. And it's nice to know a depleted side can do what we did. Now, I'm still concerned about the squad depth. I'm still concerned about the knock-on effects. Like, I hope Saka's reason for coming off was just purely cramp off the back of a intense schedule for him. We can't get too excited. Again, we enjoy today. Tomorrow we focus on Atalanta and City, and we take it from there, people. So there's still question marks over the squad. There is question marks over us putting a run of form together. But isolated to today, we did what needed to be done. So on that note, I'm a happy man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Peace.